Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast presented by FanDuel. It's Thursday, February 12th, 2026. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
Hello, podcast listeners. This is for you.
Next to him, it's my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo.
Ayo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer, JD.
Hello.
There he is.
Yeah.
Here we are. Hello to everybody on YouTube. Hello, podcast listeners. We got a lot to talk about here today. We're going to play Is This News later on. We're going to have some fun with all of those games from last night, but we start with another Wedgie. I can't believe it. This is Wedgie 47, guys. We're nearly at 50 at the All-Star break. And this was Jaren Jackson II crashing the offensive glass, tipping it in there as he went under the rim. Kids can't believe it. Yeah. Whoa, a late game Wedgie, dude. We're on pace for 6-7, my guy. That's how kids talk, right? So 47 wedgies, awesome stuff. Would love to get one more tonight, get it up to 48. Now I'm getting greedy, I know, but 48 wedgies before the All-Star break, and then you never know. Maybe a wedgie in the Rising Stars game. Maybe a wedgie in the All-Star game. Would we count a wedgie in the three-point contest? I don't know. We're going to find out watching it live together.
Oh, that would be sad.
If you stuck a wedgie
in the three-point contest?
Yeah. It's a pretty good
so
shot.
cool.
Well, we would be
pop.
awesome. Yeah.
What would they stop the clock?
That's a great. You can't keep shooting with the ball
what do you
just
do?
stuck there. That'd be
I think
so
you keep
cool.
going. I
Maybe
don't
like
think they
those
stop
guys
it.
that get the balls, the men and women are so athletic that they have one person out there that can jump up and pop it out right away.
Yeah.
Just to keep the flow going.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I hope
Get
that
a broom.
happens.
Get a broom. Pop it.
Fingers crossed we get a wedgie in the three-point contest. All right, we'll get into Is This News later, but like I said, a ridiculous 14 NBA games on last night. We would usually, with a busy schedule like that, draft our favorite games or our favorite performances. But we've caught Olympic fever here in the Classic Factory. So instead, let's hand out some medals in a new segment we're calling the NBA Podium. Yeah. You've been watching the double luge. One of the weirdest events we got. Just insane when you think about it.
Lay on me.
It's so crazy.
It's one of the weirdest for sure.
But we're going to hand out some golds, some silvers, and some bronze. And our ribbons don't break here on No Dunks. To last night's best games or best performances or whatever you want to do. Tass, you get us started. You got the first gold medal to hand out. Where you want to start?
We'll start with the Los Angeles Clippers. Gold goes to the Clippers and especially Kawhi Leonard for scoring 19 points in the fourth quarter to get them the win in Houston. This is how you take it into the All-Star weekend in your arena to show off the Intuit Dome because it's going to look cool. That being said, I didn't think they were going to win this game. Late third quarter, I thought the Rockets had it. Reed Shepherd hit a shot for them. It was a three-pointer, and he was in the corner just in front of his own bench. He got into a little bit of a squat. I thought he was taking a poop on the floor there. I thought he was showing that we won this game. Put a little poop emoji under that butt. But fourth quarter, Clippers turned it on. Kawhi, of course, was big, but really it was their energetic defense that got this thing going. Brook Lopez was huge. He stole one from Reed Shepherd. He poked it out of Reed Shepherd's hands, and I thought he was doing a great job against Alperen Şengün. You could hear Alperen Şengün have a mid-range shot that he turned down because Brook was just there. You could hear him on the audio. Just screamed because Brook matched him in this game. I thought the energy defensively from Benedict Mathurin was great. He had a big block on Alperen Şengün that helped out. He had drives. He wasn't really comfortable on offense in this game quite yet with his new team, but he went to the free throw line 10 times. So they just kept on turning over. Yeah, that's his thing.
Yep.
He kept on turning over along with the other defenders, the Rockets, who had 7 turnovers in the fourth quarter. Big part of that. Also Kawhi. It's Kawhi Leonard, baby, with steal, got out in transition. Clippers out fast braked the Houston Rockets 22-2 in this game, and you just watch Kawhi go into that mode. He was so good. Splitting defenders, getting to the rim, spins, whatever you want in the spin on the game-winning shot with 2 seconds left to give them the lead and one. It's over, baby. Kawhi. Wow. What can you say about this guy? Now, 33 straight games of 20-plus points. Pretty good. Pretty good.
It was a good game. It was one of the closer games from last night. So well deserving of a gold medal, especially with the shot, like you said, that Kawhi hit there at the end. And them coming back, I'm with you. I thought the Rockets had it. I was like, oh, damn. Tough to beat the same team when they're a good team, like the Clippers have been for the last little while, to beat them twice in a row, because this was the weird sort of like baseball series, whatever we call these things. But yeah, the
double
Clippers
luge. No,
get it up. Yeah,
really.
this was the double luge series.
Double luge.
But they split it, and that was a big part of that defense, like you said there in the fourth.
That was surprising.
Yeah, it was awesome. Kawhi switched on to Kevin Durant and turned his water off.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet to see those two going at it like it was 2017 all over again. It really slowed the Rockets' offense down. Like, I think they're pretty clunky regardless. But once Kawhi went on to Kevin Durant, it was taking him 14 seconds to even get their offense started. Still got some good shots. Like KD missed an open one from the right wing, but it was the free throws that really doomed the Rockets. KD and Şengün both missed clutch ones. They could have easily won that game. They probably should have won that game, but Kawhi pulled it through.
Yeah, 21 turnovers to the Rockets, for the Rockets, 9 for the Clippers. Durant had 8 turnovers.
Yeah.
And Kawhi getting into that mode where he did it to Amen Thompson, who's a really good defender and just was able to get enough space. Just enough space, even though Jason Tate was coming over to hit that shot. Everybody thought it was the game winner. Clippers broadcaster said, "That's it, game over, Clippers win." He thought it was over. There's 2 seconds left.
Right.
But he goes to the free throw line. The debate, should he have missed that? Either way, they go up 3, and then the Rockets had a good look to tie, but didn't go down.
I'm glad you showed some love there to Brook Lopez, too, who has been really, really good recently as the Clippers have turned their season around. Clippers are 26-28. They're almost back to 500 after the abysmal 6-21 start to the season. But and Brook was like, we were like going, what the hell's wrong with him? Like, he was bad at the start of the season, but more recently, him and like Dunn is great because they're out there for defensive purposes, but man, it sure helps when they can hit some threes. Like Brook, you expected him to come around with a 3-point shot. But for Chris Dunn to hit 4-6 last night, that's found money. Yeah. So that's always going to help because he's out there for defensive reasons. All right, Clips win. Get the gold medal here. TK, let's go to you. Who gets the gold for you?
I like the Pacers-Nets game. A huge game in the reverse standings. Huge tank win for the Nets, losing to a no-name Pacers team. No Siakam, no Nembhard, no Naismith for the Pacers. They were running out lineups with Talon Peter, Ethan Thompson, Vinny Ladon, Andre Varane, and Kam Jones.
You had me going for a second.
For 1 second.
Well, you don't know those guys? 3 of those 5 are real players.
I know.
Played for the Pacers last night. Pacers were down 18. Came back and beat the Nets. Second straight win for the Pacers. They're now tied with Brooklyn at 15 wins, still 4th in lottery odds because they played an extra 2 games, lost both of those, but the next couple of games that Indiana has are a Wizards back-to-back in Washington right after the All-Star break. They could mess up and win those 2 games.
Yeah, probably will.
I mean, literally, who knows? Literally, who knows who will play for any of these teams, because this was shameless tanking from the Pacers, but it came back to bite them in the end. A fun game, though. 5 ties or lead changes in the final 4 minutes here. I thought the Nets were going to pull it out after Day'Ron Sharpe got a steal at the top of the key, got a bucket. Kam Jones there, 2 brutal turnovers, a pass to nobody on the right wing, and then got his pocket picked by Sharpe at half court. But then he was Cam Stones pulling up to hit a 3 to put the Pacers up for good. I was kind of impressed, though, by the Nets guys. Nolan Traore and Yegor Djoman, 20 and 8 for Traore. We just talked about him coming off a 13 and 13 game. To me, he looks like he plays left-handed, but he's a right-handed guy. Seems weird every time he shoots it with his right hand. And then Djoman, 13 points, 5 assists, made a big 3 from the corner as well. Those guys have at least seemed interesting to me during these games that don't really matter for the Brooklyn Nets. They're getting a lot of development minutes, and they both have at least flashes of being something sort of interesting. I saw somebody compare them to when De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton played on the same team for the Kings for about 4 seconds. Right. Yeah. I would say probably a poor man's version of that, but they've both been a little more impressive than I was expecting coming into this season.
Yeah, Nolan Traore was in the G League, and then they worked him up very slowly and perfectly. It looks like he contributes. He could be one of those names amongst just casual fans that would be very surprised to hear that name, Nolan Traore. He's an NBA player, one of the French players that is contributing, obviously, at this point. But yeah, they seem like fake names that you're dropping there. Like Kam Jones, even the Kam Stones, as you said, that was his first shot. 3 of the game. Like, he wasn't hitting any of them.
No.
And then he hit that one.
Yeah, they don't need to save the game tape of this one. If you watch down the stretch, there are some hilarious turnovers.
Yep,
and not really for defensive
No.
reasons. There was just guys jumping in the air, no idea what to do, throwing it away,
Yep.
losing their dribble. Was hilariously sloppy.
At one point, Traore inbounded to no one.
Yes,
Joe
right?
had to run back as fast as he could, dove to try and save it. He was out of bounds. It was a disaster, but it was exciting.
Very exciting. And again, one of the closer results last night. Like yours was pretty close. And so is mine, my gold medal game, because I'll give it to Brandon Miller scoring 31 as the Hornets held off to beat the Hawks. Sad caca. But Charlotte keeps it going here as they go into the All-Star break. Brandon Miller, Trey, he's coming for that best Brandon ever award.
Wow.
That's the real gold here. I love that short that you did recently. It started with a weird conversation we had here in the Classic Factory. Who is the best Brandon ever? Could Brandon Ingram become that? Is it Brandon Roy? But B.I. is going to take it. And then you say at the end of that clip that you did, I don't know, Brandon Miller could be in play here. He's on a heater right now. 31 points, 9 rebounds. Hornets short 2 guys because of the suspensions. No Diabate, no Moose, no Bridges. But it was okay because you had Brandon Miller leading the way. He threw down 2 monster dunks in like the span of 2 minutes in the third quarter. One off a beautiful, baseline play that Charles Lee drew up. He just sort of went around Kalkbrenner, and then LaMelo threw the perfect lob. Reece Shea lost him. He went to chase him. And he's like, no, I'm not going to meet him out the other way. No, threw down the dunk. And then Brandon Miller had a huge one in fast break on a Okongwu. Or I guess he blew by at the 3-point line and threw it down on a Okongwu. That was huge. Also hit 5 threes, Brandon Miller did, as the Hornets pick up their 10th win here in 11 games. Again, Charlotte messed around a little too much and let the Hawks get back into it, and they had a couple chances, especially their best opportunity, the Hawks. They were down 1, sort of a 2-on-1 fast break after a long rebound miss, and they're going, and Dyson Daniels, he gives the ball to Okongwu, gives it to the big man in transition. I think if that's anyone else and not Dyson Daniels, the guard probably keeps it and at least penetrates a little bit more to draw the defense. Anyway, Brandon Miller played it well on Okongwu, didn't foul, moved his feet, and Okongwu, he's a big guy. In transition, he lost it out on him, and that was a big, big play because they probably should have scored there or at least went to the line. And then they had another look. He had a 3-point look that just came up short, and then that was sort of it.
Kind of poor decision-making from Okongwu on both of those plays. Like the
I
layup, get into
Daniels.
Miller's body.
Yeah.
Get into his body, and then he catches it at the top. Miller's in the right place. He's shading to the right of Okongwu, and Okongwu had just hit a shot where he pump faked to the right and shot the 3. He tried it again, but if he waited a split second, McCollum was wide open on the right wing. He just couldn't get him the ball. So missed those. But you're right. The Hornets went into prevent offense.
Yes.
Basically, they slowed down. They were taking forever to get into their sets. And then the Hawks started forcing turnovers, making shots. There was a fouled 3-point shooter at one point. It was a play-in-like atmosphere there in Charlotte. It sounded awesome. It was great.
Yeah, the crowd is really getting behind this team, which is pretty fun here as they make their way, obviously in the plan, and they're trying to catch some other teams ahead of them.
Yeah, that was a good win. Obviously, they jumped the Atlanta Hawks in the standings, now 9th in the plan. Good for that big, big win. Good for everybody. Great for Eric Collins on the call. He was dropping the "How do you do?" plenty because everybody's super excited. It seemed like he had so much information on the sheets in front of him. He had a fact for this, a wild fact for this, a wild fact for this. I think the most important one was that Brandon Miller has now hit 53 consecutive free throws, tying the franchise high of Kemba Walker. And everybody knew it. Kemba Walker was on the bench.
He was smiling, grinning ear to ear.
They brought him out like Hank Aaron. Barry Bonds passing Hank Aaron. You got to see him pass this record.
It was pretty funny too because they didn't want to do the old broadcaster jinx at all once they got there. That was the longest Eric Collins has remained quiet in his career because there was sort of a mix up at the line and it took a little longer and it was just crickets because they didn't want to say anything for Miller to then miss it. But yeah, he tied him. So 53 straight. Do you know what the NBA's all-time record is for most consecutive free throws made?
97.
Close. No, you nailed it. 97.
Jose Calderon?
No. You'll never get it. You'll never get the guy. It's Michael Williams, who was a 90s journeyman.
All right.
He played on a bunch of teams, but he did it with the Timberwolves. He did 97 straight at the charity stripe over 2 seasons, the March 93 till November 93. Same calendar year, Tass. Does that count for you?
No.
Over the span of 2 seasons. But
1 season, 1 streak.
that's right.
Yeah.
Michael Williams spelled his name Micheal too. That's not usually how it's spelled. Okay. That caught me by surprise. Anyway.
That was a mistake on the birth certificate.
Maybe.
To be, yeah.
3 other guys have hit 80-plus free throws in a row. Jose Calderon for the Raptors, Dirk Nowitzki for the Mavericks, and Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf with the Nuggets, also in 93.
All right.
That's it. So 4 guys over 80-plus. Brandon Miller's got a way to go still, but he could get there.
He could get there. He was asked about it after the game. He's already in a vet mode for the way he interviews. He's I'm not answering that question. He just knows. He's just quick. He just doesn't want to answer the questions. He said, I'm not answering that, basically.
I'm workshopping this right now, so help me out. But is there a nickname Bucky potentially in play for Brandon Miller because of the heavily taped left arm that reminds me of Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier himself?
The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Brandon Miller is hooping during the winter here too. Maybe Soldier and Brandon Miller. We don't want to make that correlation possibly, but Bucky. I don't know. Works. It's crazy, his arm.
Yeah.
How taped it is. It's like looks bionic.
It's taped up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's taped up.
He's not his shooting arm though. I always think he's a left-handed guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because the arm.
Is it Bucky's left arm? I think it's his left arm.
Yeah, it's his left arm.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Okay,
I thought we were going teeth, like Bucky's the logo. He had big teeth?
No.
Okay.
He's got great teeth.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Bucky Barnes.
You
familiar with the Winter Soldier?
Oh yeah, the Winter Soldier. That's a lefty.
Okay, good.
James Buchanan.
JD, you know all this stuff. That's his left arm, right?
Oh God.
Why are you texting me on this?
Oh God.
I have no idea.
It is.
Yeah.
The Hornets head into the All-Star break 15-7 since the start of the calendar year, with Bucky leading the way there.
Nice.
What does that make LaMelo? What superhero would LaMelo Ball be?
Well, I mean, he can't be Captain America. That would be that's a ridiculous Captain America. Also, Bucky hanging out with Zelmo. What was it? What's his name?
Zelmo.
You know, the guy that
Please don't look at me.
in Civil War, that's the guy that like engineers the entire plot to reactivate Bucky as the Winter Soldier.
Oh.
Helmet Zemo? Is that
I was gonna say Nemo, but it's not Nemo.
Helmet Zemo? I
think it's Zemo.
Yeah, Helmet
Finding Zemo?
Yeah, maybe that.
Okay, maybe that. we'll leave it at Bucky. Let us know if
Sounds
Bucky
like you
works.
got there.
I did write down another note that I like. You hear this from Eric Collins a lot when there's a really ugly possession for the Hornets, but they end up scoring.
Mm-hmm.
He yells, "Chicken salad!" I think that's beautiful.
All right, let's go from the gold medal performances to the silver games here. Tass, where are you going?
I'm going with the Utah Jazz. They're 2-0 since everybody accused them of tanking. This was a huge smackdown. They beat the Kings, no problem. But it was great for Jaren Jackson Jr. to go home, his home debut. He looked great, and he didn't have to play the fourth quarter. So they got off well because, listen, they're managing everybody's minutes. They're making sure they don't play the fourth quarter. But because Jaren Jackson Jr. and everybody else they're kicking the Kings' ass. Yeah. They didn't need to play a fourth quarter. His drives were so under control. He was going to his left hand plenty. He was looking at that left, pulling it up. Yeah, I'm doing it with my left, 23 points. Wearing number 20 in honor of his pops. Only played 22 minutes. Lots of 20s there. And no one had to be a superstar. That's why they went and got Jaren Jackson Jr. So Lowry Markkanen wouldn't have to do as much. And you saw Lowry out there, 19 points in just 20 minutes. Didn't have to play the fourth quarter. He was running. That 7'1" runner out there as they won fast breaks 25-6. You could see him sprinting down the floor. At home, a beautiful purple floor with our new guy, Jaren Jackson Jr. We're going to do this. And he was getting those awesome hook passes. He got one hook pass from Yusuf Nurkic as Lowry Markkanen just cut right through the lane. A great pass. Nurkic also set Kevin Love up with a great hook pass. Since Nurkic tweeted that, what the are we doing, essentially, the Lowry Markkanen shrug. Again, they're 2-0. No Keontae George in this game because he's hurt. They're not just sitting him out. But good for them. Good for them. They've won games again because they didn't need to play their guys that much, essentially. I still think Will Hardy will sit his guys in the fourth quarter, like tonight, if they have a close game against the Portland Trailblazers. I imagine they're not playing.
They'll play again. You're right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on Jazz Kings here?
You simply can't outtake the Kings. It's impossible. 14 straight losses for them. They sat a ton of guys as well. I guess DeRozan played, but like no Westbrook. Sabonis has been in and out. Keegan Murray hurt. Malik Monk did not play. That looked literally like my high school scrimmages. I went to a high school that had purple and white uniforms, and it would be purple and white night when we'd have our like preseason scrimmage. Come out and see Andy Enoch throw down an alley-oop off the glass. And
Andy Enoch, he plays for the Pacers now.
Nah, he was traded at the deadline. Now he's on the Jazz. I did love when Kevin Love threw an outlet to Bryce Sensabaugh, hit Bryce Sensabaugh in the shoulder. He still turns around, catches the ball, goes behind his back. Number 24 on the Kings. Fell over, basically.
Isaiah Stevens.
Sure. And Bryce Sensabaugh stuck out his tongue and was laughing as he shot the layup. This was in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Ugly one.
That was ugly.
Tough game for our big red dog, Neat Clifford, too. 1 for 15 in a game against the Utah Jazz.
He's had a tough season.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Hit some free throws. Had some points at least. 6 points, but 1 for 15. Weird to see that.
They dusted off Doug, huh? Like I can't believe I'm seeing Doug McDermott playing basketball
Doug,
again.
Yeah, he played well. He might have been the best King last night.
I've seen him a lot recently.
Doug McDermott?
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Lucky guy, Doug.
Yeah, so the Jazz 18 and 37 here now. And Kings, like you said, 14 straight losses, 12 and 44. I think they're 3 and 25, on the road. 3 wins on the road for Sacramento all season long. They're going to have pretty good chances here. They're going to have a nice 14% chance at the number 1 pick.
I do believe they will.
But it has not gone well for the worst team, right, in the league in recent years in the draft.
Right.
It's gone quite badly, actually.
I think they haven't gotten the number 1 pick since they switched the lottery
That's
odds.
right. Yeah, okay. So you got to start winning some games, Sacramento.
You got to start winning some games. Good luck.
All right, Trey, your silver medal goes to who?
Big Vooch gets the silver medal. Nikola Vucevic's first game against the Bulls since the trade, and he completely dominated. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks, a plus 26 in 26 minutes for Big Vooch. I would say maybe not the greatest defensive game I've ever seen from Nick Richards. That was either losing Vooch for a wide open 3 from the corner, top of the key in a pick and roll, or just seeing Vooch shoot a hook shot over the top of his head. 6 straight losses for the Bulls as they see how far they can get down the standings in the lottery odds. It's going to be tough to get lower than 10th. I guess maybe the Bucks winning last night definitely helps them. I think that Milwaukee will at least be a little more competitive than Chicago during the stretch run here. But yeah, Vooch dominated. I got a text from my stepbrother saying, haha, revenge game in your face. And absolutely it was. Other Celtics were good too. Jaylen Brown had 24. Peyton Pritchard has been on fire since going to the bench, had 26, made 3 threes, had 8 assists last night. The Bulls were just completely outclassed, and the Celtics, Vooch has looked good for them, especially in these games against teams that don't really stand a chance talent-wise against Boston.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything to add?
I was just unfortunate that Anthony Simons didn't kick his old team's ass. He just had a quiet one in this one.
His old team that he played how many games for?
He just got traded.
Yeah, he could have revenge game too.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Leonard Miller didn't miss a shot.
That's right.
I'm noticing. Play him.
Big
well,
plus
maybe
8
don't play
last
him
night.
if you want to keep losing. Yeah, exactly. He was a positive off the bench. What did he score? 5 points. 5 points, 3 boards in limited time. Come on. Free Leonard Miller. I need a big box score game.
Hey,
from Leonard
Dillingham, 16 and 7. There we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
Sir Robert Dillingham himself. Okay, so nice Voochi Baby revenge game, like you said. Gets the silver medal from Trey. We'll keep it going. I'll give the silver medal to the Cavs beating the Wizards last night. Couple reasons why. James Harden's home debut in Cleveland. Hilarious giveaway with the stick beards.
Very good.
Everybody with the Harden beard. I thought that was funny. He did not have a big monster game in terms of scoring. A lot of dimes, though. He had a 13-point, 11 assist game in 28 minutes. But I want to talk about 2 guys that were, being helped out by probably Harden's addition. One, Donovan Mitchell has been a huge, beneficiary of this Harden trade. The playmaking burden is just not on him anymore. He can just get back to scoring, baby, and that is what that guy can do best. 3rd game in a row, he's reached the 30-point plateau here. Now, I know that's right around his average anyway, but he really doesn't have to do that part of the heavy lifting with the offense in terms of playmaking, starting it, and all that. That's huge. The other one that benefited last night, Sam Merrill, who had an unbelievable first half, 26 points in the first half. He made all 9 of his shots from the field, including 7 3-pointers. He finished 11 of 12 from the floor, 9 of 10 from deep. But 6 of Harden's assists were, 6 of Merrill's 11 baskets were Harden assists. Some of those were just simply like 2 guys on the ball. Hey, Sam, you're open. Just kick it to you. Knock down the 3. But a couple others were Harden in the post or at the elbow, sort of backing up a little bit. And the Cavs running some action for Sam Merrill, coming around a Jared Allen screen for one of them, slipping backdoor for another one. Something to watch, I think. Not just like handing it over to a guy hitting a 3. They were running stuff off ball while all eyes get on Harden here. Or Mitchell you got to keep note of, and that's going to unlock these other guys. So good stuff. Dominant win over the Wizards. He was on fire. Mitchell 30 plus, and then Harden just setting everybody up with everybody in beards.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have been laughing on Twitter as the Cavs try to figure out the right photo to put of James Harden in their starting lineup because they don't have a lot of them left over. And like the ones for their other 4 starters were taken at like preseason media day, right? So they're posed, they're fitting in with the aesthetic that the Cavs like, and then Harden's are just like very basic headshots.
Yeah.
They just look very funny, but the vibes are quite high in Cleveland right now.
Super high.
They are having a great time. Harden looks incredible. The guy's one of the greatest passers in NBA history.
Yep.
And it gets kind of lost in his scoring for sure. That dime he had to Jalen Tyson behind the back, threw it like 20 feet for the dunk. That was pretty sweet. I like the interview that Donovan Mitchell gave after the game. He said that they saw the broadcast notes for the game said, "Get Sam going." And Sam Merrill's like, have I been playing bad? Like, he was feeling a little sad about it. So he went out, had an awesome game. He was blocking shots as well. And then Mitchell even said he's going to wear Sam Merrill's jersey for the 3-point contest again. So that's pretty sweet from them. They seem to be feeling it right now. Another guy that's been helped out since Harden's arrival, Jared Allen. He's 29 of 36. Since Harden showed up in Cleveland, didn't miss a shot last night, 8 for 8. The question will be what happens when Evan Mobley comes back? Because right now, 4 shooters and Jared Allen roll into the hoop. It's working nicely.
Yeah.
What's it going to be when it's 3 shooters and 2 big guys?
Yeah, and 2 of these wins, I think we need to point out, against the Kings, against the Wizards. Now, there was that really solid quality win against the Nuggets. That did happen. That was that 2-point game, and Harden was great. But yeah, 2 of these other ones are against the 2 of the worst teams in the league. But still, I think the biggest thing, or a biggest concern is when you add like a high-usage player like Harden to another high-usage player like Mitchell, it's like, ooh, do they take away from each other? That sometimes takes some growing pains. Not a concern. Like right away. Again, maybe it's because of the competition or whatever, but like it's not a problem right now with Harden and Mitchell. It's like working flawlessly here.
Yeah, but that's the way they're sort of set up. When Darius Garland was out there, he was taking a lot off Donovan Mitchell's shoulders. So there's that part that works.
They're
well.
used to it, you're saying.
Yeah, the Evan Mobley question is a real question.
Yeah.
And that may be a problem. Although Sam Merrill's balling. He's now is starting every single game there in that 3rd spot to be that shooter. And they love him. The celebrations on the bench when he was splashing in that first half.
Man, they were having a great time.
They're in a great time. Yeah.
I like that Sam Merrill gets the silver medal here because Sam Merrill just sounds like an American downhill skier to me. Or like,
yes, he does.
Or maybe the luge for all I know. Like that sounds like an Olympic athlete. Sam Merrill gets the silver for the Americans last night. I caught it on the gold zone. So congratulations to them. All right, one more round here. The bronze medal games. Lots to pick from. Still tasks. Where do you want to go?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks, they get a win. They got 34 points from a guy they just picked up off the scrap heap in Cam Thomas.
Buckets.
They needed him. They got no Giannis, no Ryan Rollins, who I didn't really recognize. He was on the bench with glasses. I was like, who is that guy? Oh, yeah, it's Ryan Rollins. But they needed offense because those guys were out, and Cam Thomas was scorching. 3rd quarter, he lights it up, 15 points in just 5 minutes off the bench. They need him. But I thought Orlando was still going to win this game. Tie game, minute 48 left. Paolo Banchero has a dunk opportunity. He clanked it. He missed, and it bounced way out, and Kyle Kuzma takes it and runs with it. Fast break, tough finish to score there. Their next possession, Cam Thomas did a Cam Thomas thing. He dribbled for 20 seconds. He dribbled. Oh, yeah, you take it, sucker. He passed it over to Kevin Porter Jr., who did a great job getting to the line. Free throws for him. Then Miles Turner hit a deep 3. Never seen Miles Turner hit such a deep 3. I mean, this is a bronze medal finish here, but it does not feel like the Milwaukee Bucks at all. Next possession, Cam Thomas said, oh yeah, Miles, I can do deeper than that. He took like 4 more feet back and hit a big 3 with 20 seconds left. So they ended the game on a 10-2 run. Cam Thomas, 34 points. Everything working on this night for the Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis on the bench. I suppose he's coming back after the All-Star game for this team that is now, 9th in reverse standings. They're moving down, up, however you look at it. They were 8th once, but now having won 3 of 4 games, feeling good. They are feeling absolutely good. Ousmane Dieng had 17 points.
Jericho Sint had 17 points.
Yeah,
he went 5 for 5 at the free throw line. They put up a graphic that had 34 for Cam, 17 for Dieng, and 17 for Sims. Lisa Byington, their play-by-play broadcaster, said, "You would not have believed me if I said these 3 were leading the Bucks to a win over the Magic in February." And Wes Matthews said, "Yeah, for a lot of reasons."
Wes Matthews is doing a great job.
Yeah, I like him, actually. Yeah, it's pretty good.
He saw Mo Wagner grabbing with, I guess it was Jericho Sims. I don't know. He was doing something with a Milwaukee Bucks player, and he goes, "That is a professional antagonizer." Lisa Byington said, "Yeah, that's good. That's a good one." That's good. And he said, "I'm politically correct." He knows what he's doing. He didn't say, "That guy's an asshole."
Oh, right.
Because that's Mo Wagner out there.
Right. So the Bucks get a win here, like you said. That's quality. The Orlando Magic, they have to be considered one of the most disappointing teams this season.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
I'm like,
in Orlando too.
Yeah, and they just beat the Bucks. I get that, so it was like a sort of a home and home or whatever. But Paolo, I think, went 0 for 7 in the fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure he did.
I believe it.
Yeah, that was rough.
He was trying to make that dunk attempt a dagger. He was frustrated.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Literally could have scored, and the game would have been totally different if he put 2 points up.
I think I was looking at their splits this morning. I think they were 10-4 in November, and since December 1st started, I think they're under 500, and it feels like it. Yeah. I mean, a lot of it, they did have a lot of injuries, but they just don't have any cohesion. And every single guy that gets the ball for an important shot, I'm like, that's not going in. Every time there's a kick out, I'm like, Wendell Carter Jr., wide open from the corner, hit the far side of the rim.
Right. Yeah, you're going to live with those shot attempts if you're the other team for sure. All right, Trey, what's your bronze medal performance?
Knicks. They smoked the 76ers. No Embiid for Philadelphia, and the Knicks gave a much better effort on both sides of the ball. I thought Karl Anthony Towns had a great game after we were kind of calling him out in the loss against the Pacers, but 21, 11 rebounds, 5 assists in 26 minutes for Cat. Mitchell Robinson was back, 11 points, 6 boards, 4 blocks in 15 minutes for Big Mitch. They played inside out. I thought the Knicks did 20 of 44 on 3-pointers, 41 assists on their 48 makes. They were just totally locked in. They trailed 2-0. And then they won the next 47.5 minutes by 51 points. A lot of those coming from Jose Alvarado, who went for 26, tied a career high with 8 3-pointers, and this guy was just doing the most out there. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals. He had a play where he went baseline, went for a reverse layup, hit the bottom of the rim. Goes to whoever on the Sixers, and Alvarado tips the ball out from behind, gets back to him for a corner 3-pointer, splash, had Xfinity Mobile Arena sounding like Madison Square Garden.
know.
This could have been his home debut. His home debut was a little bit underwhelming, like we talked about yesterday, but Knicks fans obviously infiltrated the Sixers stadium, and it sounded like a party in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit worrisome that Joel Embiid didn't play. I was surprised by that. This isn't a back-to-back situation. There's no reason to sit him. Is it time to worry about the knee a little bit? Because the injury report was knee management, which, okay, fine. Yeah. But if you're sitting in a situation where you literally have a week off and it wasn't a back-to-back, you didn't even play in the previous game, which again wasn't a back-to-back. Odd.
We
choice.
thought he was playing when we made that our pick'em game, or at least I did. Part of the reason I thought the Sixers might win. But yeah, Knicks dominated, and you're right, Jose Alvarado, man, they're chanting for this guy in the opposition's barn here. Wait till he has one of these games in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
The Bing Bong boys are going to go berserk.
Oh, they're going to be binging. Binging hard.
I mean, he brings the energy. He's like a perfect addition for him, especially with the opportunity with the injury to Deuce McBride. So he's going to get opportunities to have games like this. But the 8 threes, that's nice.
Yep.
Holy crap.
That was great. But I mean, I thought he was kind of the best thing he did for them was they were just flying up and down the court when he was out there.
Yeah. Good for them. The Knicks fans, they know how to travel to Philadelphia.
Not far, for sure. Not far for sure.
How do you guys like that higher angle camera? Just the main camera, but it's just like, I don't know.
It is higher.
It is higher.
It is higher.
Seems like you don't like it.
Yeah. I tried to get used to it. Is it just me being stubborn? I just want the camera in the exact same angle. But it's just a little bit further. It's not as nice. Doesn't feel like you're in the upper bowl or anything. But the angle just isn't as nice. That's all.
Okay.
That's
I'm
all.
with you. Could be a nicer angle.
All right, one more medal to hand out here. I got lots to pick from. I thought about giving it to the Pistons beating the Raptors for a couple reasons. Pirtle did come back for Toronto. There was that, but the Pistons took care of business. A really dominant victory. And I just wanted to highlight one of my guys in the expansion draft, a guy I probably reached for a little too early, in Paul Reed. I said, I think he's a starting center in this league if he gets drafted to an expansion team. He was awesome right away. He had a monster first quarter versus the Raps. So a good B-ball Paul game there. I'm not taking that one. Could take Julius Randle, monster game against the Blazers. I think he had 41 points. Julius Randle, always overlooked. But great game. Instead, I'm going to give the bronze medal to Fox and Wemby, leading the Spurs past the Warriors, 126-113. Spurs used a big run to end the third quarter. Then they went nuts in the fourth and took care of business in that final frame for their 6th straight win. So they go into the All-Star break on a nice win streak. They're the second best team in the Western Conference. Reminder, this team did not make the postseason for like 6 years running here. So what a jump up. They're on pace to win like 57, 58 games. So that'd be a hell of an increase over what they win last year, 34? In the 30s, somewhere around that. So
34 it is.
Yeah, all right. So they're looking at a plus 20 to 25 win increase, I expect. But I saw Pounding the Rock put this win eloquently, I thought. The Spurs didn't just win, they imposed themselves. Love that because Fox ignited the comeback. He had 27 points, 8 assists, controlled the tempo in that third quarter. Really good stuff from him. He hit that big deep jumper at the end of the third quarter at the buzzer there to take him into the fourth. And then Wembanyama took over. He altered shots at the rim, got one of them as a block, but altered the other one, sprinted the floor, threw down the alley-oop. I don't know, a minute or so later, hits a three, just like got them going, and they sort of blew this game open, like I said. So it was Fox starting it off after they were down big, and Wemby, I thought, closing it there. And contributions from other guys as well. But Spurs, man, they're just clearly much better than a Curryless Warriors team. Draymond tried. He played okay, and he plays Wemby as well as you can. But I like that Wemby, every time he's playing him now, he's like learning. And he's like played him a couple times. I think he's like unlocking some things against Draymond and the Warriors. So he's just a smart guy in addition to being a physical freak.
Phil Jackson said you're a title contender if you get to 40 wins before you have 20 losses. Spurs are 38-16. They got a really good chance to be there. You're also considered a title contender if you're top 10 on both sides of the ball. Spurs are 8th in offense and 3rd in defense. Does it add up to the Spurs are a title contender? They've never played a playoff series.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like there's like similarities to the Pistons in the East, like having this dominant regular season. Now, I know they made it last year and put up a good fight against the Knicks, so at least they have some experience led by Cade Cunningham. But same idea. It's like these are elite teams with great records on both sides of the floor, really good. But it's usually you got to like take your lumps in a couple postseason matchups before you can go all the way through to a conference finals or a finals or a championship contender. But the more you watch of these two teams, like, I mean, they're damn good. Yep. Like they're one of the best teams in the league, of course. So yeah, I guess the playoffs are just a different beast.
Yeah, you need some sort of experience in my head. That you need to at least have played. Like the Pistons, because they have played, are far more likely to get to the NBA Finals than a San Antonio Spurs team.
But one team has Wemby.
One team has Wemby.
One team has Wemby. I love Cade, but man, Wemby is.
But all the vets on the other side, when they line up in the playoffs, they're going to say, they haven't even been here. We can get them. We can do this.
A couple of things about the Spurs, though. The second unit is humming right now. Once Harrison Barnes has gone to that second unit, I like that. That's working. And their confidence is growing. And the chemistry between Fox and Wemby. I mean, we talk a lot about Castle and Wemby and like how special it is. And like Wemby just like, throw it up, man. Just chuck it anywhere. It's growing between those two as well. Fox, who is the better player, of course, at this point in their careers, between Castle or Dylan Harper or something like that, he's awesome still. He's in the All-Star conversation, should be. They're getting better, those two, as the more they play here, the more reps they have too, because they didn't play much last year. So Spurs gets the bronze medal. We did it. Awards handed out. Man, that was a lot of games last night. And not a lot of super close ones.
No. These two nights are weird.
Yeah.
Last night and tonight.
Tonight's weird too.
Schedule, like rosters that you're getting. in addition to all the tanking teams, but people like every year, these are weird
Yes,
games.
always.
Sitting guys down, giving them longer rests, whatever. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll get into this news.
When it comes to betting on your favorite NBA players, nobody does it like FanDuel. From points and rebounds to threes and assists, FanDuel is the best place to build your player prop story. Only 3 games on tonight, like we're saying, one of the weirdest nights of the season. Could Voochi Baby hit 6 or more threes tonight?
Yeah.
Maybe. Plus 2,500 on FanDuel tonight.
Wow.
You can combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live, all in one easy-to-use app. Whether you're backing a breakout performance or riding with your favorite star or Voochi Baby, FanDuel gives you more ways to play and more reasons to cheer. Right now is the perfect time to join because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So bet on the players you love the way you want. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA.
If you're joining us on YouTube, do your boys a solid. Hit that little thumbs up, hit that little like button, and make sure you subscribed as we try and grow the base here. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. JD, is this news? Headlines for the guys, headlines for everybody watching and listening. You tell me whether or not they're newsworthy, or you say, you stupid idiot. What a waste of time. Why did you ask me that? Why did you make JD make a lower third of that? First one from the NBA. Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame announces 2026 finalists. Now, I will say the WNBA have the big names here. Candace Parker, Elena Delle Donne. Those are MVPs. Those are champions. They're going into the hall. As for the MVP guys tasked, you got Blake Griffin. You got Kevin Johnson, Amari Stoudemire, Buck Williams, and Marquise Johnson, part of the Veterans Committee finalists there. Is this news? This announcement here, these finalists?
Well, we heard that these names were coming. I mean, 14 days ago or 3 weeks. It was a couple of weeks ago. So we knew these names were coming. But I always love going to NBA.com and getting the full report. I want a real report about these coaches, players, and that's where I'm going. I'm going to NBA.com. So I enjoyed reading it. I enjoyed copy pasting. I enjoyed debating myself. Is Doc Rivers going in? Of course. Doc is. It's not a debate, right?
I'm sure he's going in. Yes.
He's beloved.
He's beloved. Then I start debating. Of course,
the NBA guys is worth debating.
Yeah. You said the WNBA players, obviously.
Oh yeah, they're the headliners.
They're the headliners. The Blake Amare, always fun. Yeah. Will Blake get in?
We made a short about that once upon a time.
Fair question.
How similar their careers are.
Yeah,
and their accolades. Yeah.
Multiple shorts about those guys. And Blake just on his own. I think the social media impact is important to me. Am I being a loser? Because I watch basketball hand in hand with my secondary screen of Twitter, and when it was growing and Blake was just highlighting it. Blake was Twitter for a while. So that's why it impacts me more than Amari Stoudemire, but those two dudes are so similar when it comes down to it. I don't know if they get in all honesty. It might be a multiple
this
ballot
is Amari's
type of
second time, or at least second time on the ballot here. Probably more.
Yeah, I mean, he retired a lot earlier than Blake did.
And this is Blake's
first on the ballot, yeah. What do you think, TK? Is this newsworthy?
Oh, let's see here. Miami, 2016 was the last time Stoudemire played. They have identical cases. It's pretty crazy, actually. Both 5 times All-NBA, 6-time All-Stars, and Rookies of the Year.
Yeah, no.
That's their accolades. For whatever reason, Amari has a 73% chance on Basketball Reference, and Blake has a 55% chance. So I don't get it. I don't understand how that happened. But I think they're both going to get in. Look at the other candidates. Good timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You think they'll get in here together?
Yeah.
Which would be fitting.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering if Amari was just if he had fewer games and his games are deemed more impactful, like they got the same accomplishments, same accolades. Amari played 865.
Man, it's close. We've done it. Like their averages are almost identical.
They're so similar.
It's crazy.
46,
Like I'm with you guys. If one of them goes in, the other one has to go in. It almost has to be the rule. I'm not saying it has to be at the exact same time, but like that they're exact same. Like one goes in, the other goes in. That's where I'm at with it. Whether it's this class or not, we'll see. I think you're right, TK. I think they're helped out here by a lack of big NBA names. They probably want to sort of put a player or two in. I think they have a better case over your Kevin Johnsons or your Buck Williams or your Marquise Johnsons. So, we'll see. But otherwise, it's the WNBA people. I don't think this is newsworthy, though, because I'm with you, Tess. I swear I've asked this like 7 times at this point. I've asked this headline. I've said this headline 7 times over the last couple months. It's weird how they roll these out. Because you get like the big lists and then the rumored lists and then the short lists and then who's in. And we just keep sort of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to work on that.
Next headline from The Athletic. Spurs waive Jeremy Sochan after failing to make a trade at the deadline. Trey Kirby, I'll start with you. Is this news?
Sure. Pretty rare when a top 10 pick is waived before their rookie contract is over.
Very rare.
So that's newsworthy, but I mean, we also literally haven't talked about Sochan as a player this season since he came back from injury. He's fine on defense, not much on offense. And he's going to somehow end up on the Bulls.
Well, apparently there were discussed deadline deals for him and the Knicks and the Bulls and the Suns, among others. So, yeah, the Chicago Bulls were maybe one of those teams contemplating a trade. Obviously, nothing
They don't
materialized.
have a lot of big guys.
Yeah, they probably could use him.
Technically is.
Yeah, I mean, you got Leonard Miller. Should be playing him 40 minutes, but whatever. Okay, yeah, we know TK's thoughts. You were early to this, and you, look, so far have proven to be right. He's not been incredible. He started, it felt like his career okay. He had a I don't know. There was a blip where it was like, oh, this maybe is a special player. Hasn't really gone well since. Mm-hmm. But what do you think, Tess?
Yeah, there was the run where Popovich was playing him at point guard. That ain't going to go well. No. So I don't know if that threw him off, but really that's an excuse because he just hasn't been able to score. I can see the Bulls getting him, but they already have Isaac Okoro. I mean, it's going to...
it's not going to be long till they can run out a full 5 of guys that I don't like watching at all.
Yeah, that's the funny part here. What would be
Giddey, Okoro, Sexton, Sochan, and who else are we going to throw in the mix? I don't know. I'm sure they'll find somebody.
Yeah. I mean, he's had some games. Yeah, but he just hasn't been able to show it. As you said, it's his rookie contract. It's now 3.5 seasons.
Jared Weiss said the Spurs now enter the buyout market to try and probably get more shooting support. Mm-hmm. Hence why you let go a guy like this. A couple guys rumored to maybe
and they were
join
trying
the
to trade him. They're trying to trade him.
Yeah, they tried to trade him. I mean, obviously they had a deal with him like, look, we're going to try and trade you. If we can't, then we'll waive you. And then you can figure it out. But the Spurs could be looking at George Niang, the minivan himself, potentially Eric Gordon. These are like vet guys that have a decent track record of being able to hit the 3 ball and stretching the floor a little bit. So maybe those 2 guys, one of those 2 guys will join the Spurs. They were just waived by the Grizzlies. I think both of them were. Did they both end up on the Grizzlies?
I think they were part of that trade, the Jaren Jackson trade.
Yeah, I think Niang would be the way to go. No disrespect to Eric, but Eric Gordon's old in comparison to the Niang.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, Niang hasn't played this season. Eric Gordon somehow has more minutes than George Niang this season. That's crazy.
That's shocking.
Actually, yeah.
That's shocking. All right. Next headline here. Had to get this one in. I'll go from the publication SF Gate, who had a good headline of it, but the story is from ESPN and Anthony Slater. The headline reads, someone close to Kuminga apparently kept mooching food from Warriors. Trey, is this news?
Not news until we know what the food is and exactly how much a family member took. But yeah, this ESPN story is pretty interesting. It's just like, this is the main pull thing from it, just showing the big disconnect between basically 3 parties: Kuminga and his camp, Steve Kerr and the coaching staff, and the front office / ownership led by Joe Lacob, who has a lot of belief in Jonathan Kuminga.
Right.
Kuminga, his agent, A-Rock Turner, a lot of belief in themselves as well. And Steve Kerr said, basically, we never thought he bought in to the team and the way that they wanted to play. Kerr wanted him to be Sean Marion. Kuminga wanted to be Jeremy Grant, I guess. Sean Marion eventually left the Suns because he didn't get to be the number 1 guy, and he floundered for a little bit, and then eventually remade himself into a Hall of Fame edge case, playing like Sean Marion that we all know and love. So this is not a new style of disagreement between players and coaching staffs, but Kuminga, it just feels like, was slighted with every single thing Kerr says when you read through this ESPN thing. It's like when they finally come to him with minutes, it's like, oh, now you need me?
Yeah.
And you can't really blame him for feeling that type of way. But also, Steve Kerr knows how to win in the NBA, so he maybe listen to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this has happened to other players. I saw Evan Turner took to Twitter and say, yeah, my coach said he viewed me as Richard Jefferson. And that was the first time I truly understood Latrell Sprewell. As if he was very, very mad.
Right. The idea, Evan Turner, like a lot of these guys think, I'm Kobe, man.
Yeah.
I'm the best. I should be the best. And then you're told by a coach in this league at this level, like, no, man, take it down a notch or two. You're Richard Jefferson or you're whatever. Aaron Gordon, I think, was also a comparison to the Sean Marion and Kuminga of it all. But yeah.
Yeah. And Evan Turner said, I thought I was Kobe. He literally said, I thought I was Kobe, but I'd trade the career I had for Richard Jefferson. So it ain't shade.
Yeah.
But yes, I loved reading about the food, obviously early in the write-up or early in the story, because you got to get that early for all the eyeballs above the fold. It's only paragraph number 3, a quick line about the family stealing food, but there weren't any more details. I definitely wanted more details.
Yeah.
How much are they taking? Like, let's say there's just a ton of food on the table and they took some food, but there's still extra food for others to eat. It's all good.
Yeah, how much food must have been taken for this to piss somebody
Even
off?
register.
Yeah.
Or to bring it up weeks later.
Also, I can't call it stealing food. That's why I liked mooching.
Stealing, yeah.
Because that's stealing. It's
Community
there.
food.
It's obviously they're allowed, I guess, to take some. You're just going too far.
Maybe, but somebody's got to eat the food. And that's the thing. Maybe they didn't take excess. Maybe it helped out that you didn't literally have to throw out food into the garbage.
I think if somebody noticed this and it got into a story, the idea is like they were piling up food to take home. I think you're supposed to eat the food there.
Okay.
Maybe it's not to go. It's not a buffet.
Yeah, but devil's advocate, again, if it's not taken before everybody leaves, they just scrap it. They just throw it out. I know. I'm just
gotta
saying,
eat it.
Somebody's got to eat it. I need the details.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought this ESPN article was maybe more favorable to Kuminga in the end than it was to the Warriors and the Joe Lacob and how they handled them. Like a little bit. And I say that because you're seeing a lot of the Warriors players in social media, at least, like they're joking about this food thing and they seem to be coming to the defense of Kuminga. Like there's a lot of like laughing emojis. Mm-hmm. I know Steph said something. Was it Buddy Hield, who's no longer on the team, of course, but he said something blaming Jimmy, I think. Yeah. Like they have Kuminga's back and it didn't work. Also in the article, I just like somebody said, I forget who, like some anonymous executive was like, nobody won here. Like
that's true.
It was probably poorly handled. Every party involved. Kuminga's, like you said, maybe Kerr and the Warriors coaching, and then definitely Joe Lacob maybe like having, I don't know, digging his heels in because he thought he nailed it with Kuminga. Because then there's the whole thing like, oh, they wanted to take Franz Wagner instead of Kuminga. You knew that was coming in an article like this. The hit piece, so to speak, after a guy is finally gone. But it wasn't too bad. We just had this weird food thing. Yeah, very weird. All right, next headline. This is odd. Jaren McCain to participate in the NBA's Celebrity Three-Point Shooting Contest. Task, the other participants. Chicago Bears QB Caleb Williams.
Let's go.
NBA analyst Richard Jefferson.
Yeah.
Evan Turner's going to be sitting there on Friday night going, man, that could have been me, man. That should have been me. BMX.
It's actually kind of funny. He did follow Richard Jefferson's post-career path. Podcasting.
Yeah, that's true.
Richard Jefferson was an early player podcaster.
He was, yeah, but Richard's got now his own comedy type show. He's like that's another level.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure Evan Turner's trying to get
on Richard Jefferson's
as well.
level.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Here's who else is in it. BMX athlete Nigel Sylvester.
Okay.
Yeah. Drewski. Jake from State Farm. And streamers Plaqueboy Max and Cam Wilder. Okay, so Jaren McCain is in this, though. He's an NBA guy. Tass, is this news?
This is news. I suppose every social media platform equals news. And I say that because the man is very popular on TikTok. Mm-hmm. And if he can do some things while he's out there, like record himself, anything, if he posts anything on TikTok because of this is good for the NBA and publicity. So that's why they're doing it. Mm-hmm. As we've seen with, the what's the other one called? The Creators Cup that we see at the NBA Cup.
Yeah, that's happening, I think.
Yep,
The
they're doing
NBA
that.
invited 200 content creators to All-Star Weekend. I saw that headline. So part of this.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot of creators.
And before people get too excited, this, from what I
200.
could tell, is not happening on Saturday night. This is not All-Star Saturday
Friday.
night, okay? This is Friday.
Yeah.
It'll happen at the NBA crossover event, which is basically the NBA Jam, right? NBA Jam session? Is that what we used to call it back in the day? Yeah. I think it's happening 7 p.m. Pacific time at the crossover event.
Oh.
So it's like, it's airing, I believe, on the NBA app and on YouTube and on Facebook. You're not going to get this televised, is what my point is here. This will not be a part of the Rising Stars / celebrity game crap.
No, you can catch the recap on House of Highlights, I'm sure.
Yeah. Newsworthy that McCain's in this?
I guess so. I guess sure. He had 8 points in 75 seconds last night.
Yeah.
He played really well in an NBA game. So I think it'll mostly be news if he doesn't win this one.
I know. I was thinking
Yeah.
that. He obviously does not care. Right?
No.
Because like what does he gain from this? Because he could only lose. Like, I don't think he will, but he could, I guess.
He better
Draymond
win.
Green almost lost to Kevin Hart once in a three-point shooting contest.
point.
Now,
Yeah.
Draymond Green's not as good a three-point shooter as Jeremy McCain, but
What does he have to gain? I mean, some collab work with other social media
Well, yeah,
creators.
yeah, I
Get
guess
to meet
so.
Drewski.
Yeah, Drewski. He's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Okay.
State Farm Jake, can he shoot? I guess so.
I don't know. He's jacked.
Yeah, I mean,
don't know if
is he
that
like a
helped.
Desmond Bain? Jack guy that can shoot? That guy's just become Jake from State Farm. He has a real name.
What is his name?
He
I don't
has
know.
a real.
Yeah, no, he's just Jake.
He's Jake from State Farm. He was an
And
actor
I'm not
before
familiar with the 3-point shot from Plaque Boy Max and Cam Wilder, so can't speak to them. Or Nigel Sylvester, the BMX athlete. I'll be cheering for him though, Crew Jones style.
Nigel?
Hope he wears- yeah, of course.
Got some news here that
Real news.
that our stream teamer was dropping.
Okay.
And I didn't see Shams had posted it, so I said, "Is this real news?" Chris Haynes with the news that Utah Jazz star Jaren Jackson Jr. likely to miss remainder of the season to undergo surgery on his left knee to ensure his long-term health after a localized PVNS growth was discovered post-trade. League sources tell me.
Okay.
So
This
there's
guy was balling. Keep it.
PVNS.
PVNS.
Never heard of that.
Pigmented villonodular synovitis.
Okay, yeah.
On his knee that he needs to get
okay.
removed.
I'm sure that will quiet the Utah Jazz are just tanking or trying to tank at least, buzz from everybody. They're like, oh God, this guy is too good. Even we only play him 3 quarters, we're like still winning. Better just shut him down. Okay, well
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. Hopefully he gets it cleaned up.
At least
Nice
they got a
breaking
little look
news.
at him. They got to see him play a few minutes. What, 75 minutes, something like that? I don't know. Not bad.
Are you excited for your guy, Caleb Williams, in this
Yeah, I
one?
want to see what he's got.
Yeah,
He's an athlete.
absolutely.
He's an inaccurate short passer in football.
Oh.
But, he won't be chased by defensive linemen.
Oh, does the celebrity 3-point contest have the deep starry balls?
Ooh, interesting.
Because he would be good at those, would he not?
He could
He's-
be.
He's got
He
a
could be.
got a cannon on him.
Yeah, just throw it. Don't shoot it. Just chuck it.
Final headline, guys. This is a fun one. We'll go with this angle, but there's a lot to unpack here. ESPN, the headline reads, John Tesh to perform Roundball Rock live at the All-Star game. That's going to be fun. John Tesh delivering a historic live performance of his iconic Roundball Rock to introduce the 75th All-Star game. The press release reads, this marks the first time Roundball Rock has ever been performed live inside a sports arena and celebrates the NBA All-Star Game's return to NBC after 24 years. They had to say inside a sports arena because we know the famous clip of John Tesh performing Roundball Rock live where he sets it all up with the...
Voicemail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the phone message to himself that he plays and then goes into it. Yeah. So anyway, first time in an arena. I'll give you some more though, Tass. Prior to tip off,
Time in an arena.
Yeah.
That's so good.
prior to tip off of the 75th All-Star Game, we're gonna have Brandy and Sarah McLachlan performing the U.S. and Canadian national anthems.
Great.
And I probably should have made this the real headline. Ludacris will take center court on NBA All-Star Saturday night ahead of the dunk contest. He's gonna hype up everyone and put on a performance before the dunk contest. So Ludacris
interesting.
Saturday, John Tesh Sunday and some great singers for the anthems. Is this news?
You think we'll be excited as we sit here and record our live stream as we watch? Hopefully you'll be watching with us on Saturday night. Saturday night, we get the 3-point contest. We get the shootout.
Shooting stars.
Those are back to back. And then a Ludacris
Yep.
performance, I
Yep.
suppose, before the dunk contest. I'm with
Stand up! We'll be standing up.
We'll be throwing bows. Yeah. I do like Tesh's playing to introduce the All-Star game on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's good timing, right?
I think so too.
Yes. Yes.
I assume that's what's going to happen. You're right.
Yeah,
that's how we'll introduce the
Well,
players.
yes.
With John Tesh just killing it on the keyboards.
Will he wear a vest? He better wear a vest. Vest is best.
Yeah, he'll
When it
wear
comes to
a
John
vest.
Tesh. They haven't announced halftime of the All-Star game yet. Is that right?
I
can't
don't think
find
so.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
They should pick somebody from Los Angeles.
But there's not really a halftime anymore. Oh, there's a bunch of breaks.
That's true.
So
Great point.
Yeah.
Last year it was San Fran. And they used San Francisco Legends to introduce the game on Sunday night. Like introduce the players before Sunday night. That's what
yeah.
they did last year.
Okay.
It was right. It was really good.
E40? Did he do it?
He was part of it.
I don't
think.
remember now. Yeah. Okay.
Raphael Sadiq.
Oh, yeah. Good
Great
call.
call.
Great memory.
Nice one.
There's another.
There was somebody else too. Yeah.
There were more, and they were good.
Too short? No.
But then the game's screwed up. So it's good. Tesh's in the right spot, but yeah, I guess they don't do a halftime performance anywhere because the reason behind it is it takes too long quite often. But that's the problem with these individual quarters too.
Top 3
They take
songs
too
you want to
long
hear
in
from
between.
Ludacris on Saturday to get you hyped for the dunk contest.
He's got to do What's Your Fantasy?
Yep.
Breakout song. I would also say, for me, Southern Hospitality, Throw Them Bows.
That'd be really nice.
And What in the World is in That Bag? What you got in that bag? Roll out. Those are my jams.
Yeah.
Those are great picks, man.
I still ask people what they got in that bag. Like, if I see one of my kids with a bag, I'm, of course, asking them what in the world is in it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you just gave the gold, silver, and bronze of Ludacris songs. I do think the bows. That's my gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably actually my favorite Ludacris song.
Yeah,
Got a lot of bangers, man.
He does.
I mean, I assume he's going to do a medley, right? Like Luda doesn't have any new music, does he? It's like one guy I feel like that doesn't have new music.
He's more of an actor now.
Yeah. He's a 3-time Grammy Award winner.
Wow, really?
That's shocked me.
Good job. Good job, Christopher.
Yeah. Way to go, Chris. All right. Those are headlines, including a bonus one about Jaren Jackson Jr. Well, boy of the night. Sponsored by Stoinky Donk, who sponsored this Woboy with Australian dollars. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Australian dollars. Stoinky Donk. Woboy goes to Sam Merrill. Scored a career-high 32 points as the Cavs destroyed the Zards. Shot 11 of 12 from the field, like I said earlier when I was handing out the silver medal to the Cavs in their victory. But he hit 9 of 10 from deep. Added 5 boards, 1 steal, 1 block. Sam Merrill with the block in only 25 minutes. So congratulations to Stoinky Donk and Sam Merrill. Trey, nope, Tass. 3 games on tonight. That's it. Where are we going?
Oh, let me inform you of who performed last year at the San Francisco All-Star Game. Raphael Sadiq, DJ Cassidy, E40 Too Short.
Oh, that's right. Too short. I said that.
Saweetie, and On Vogue. Yeah, they were good.
Get some LA representation in there.
Yeah.
I know Snoop Dogg's overseas.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing Olympic
Oh,
stuff.
God. I'm so over that, too. He does nothing.
No. I did like when he interviewed the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah, that was
good.
That was.
I didn't mind that.
He
But
just
couldn't drop a in Jamaica we got a bobsled team. Come on, just say it.
It would have been nice.
Yeah, just say it.
but
You're paid to be on the mic, but it was all right.
snooping around Italy.
snooping around. But they got others. Yeah, Dr. Dre. Get him involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got some. It's
They
LA.
got some guys.
Tonight's pick'em. There's 3 games. The doubleheader on Prime Video is Milwaukee OKC, Dallas Lakers. But I didn't pick those just because there's so many injuries. No Giannis, no Shea, no Cooper, no Luka. So I went with Portland at Utah. No Jaren Jackson Jr. all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They're getting 7.5 points, plus 7.5 at home. So Portland's got to win by 8 on the road to cover. Portraying myself now with this Jaren Jackson Jr. news, it sure helps think
Yeah.
they're going to do that. Skeets, you've got the Utah Jazz to cover.
I thought Jaren Jackson Jr. was playing 25 minutes. Changes everything. Come on, Utah, keep it close.
They
Keep
could.
it close. Yeah. Blazers played last night. Yeah, they got waxed.
Yeah, double back-to-back, both teams.
Oh, yeah. It's true. All right. Well, I got a bunch of points to play with at the very least. I'm 4-4, Task 5-3, Trey 3-5. A nice little battle we got going here in February. Final game for a while, for a week.
Right.
So it's a big, important one for us as we head into our break with Pick'em.
Well, maybe we should pick the celebrity game. Or the All-Star game. We all know who's going to... Well, we'll make our predictions for that tomorrow.
That's
Excellent,
right.
excellent.
Nice segue. We're making all of our predictions on tomorrow's Drop podcast. We always do this. We take it way too serious. Come up with dumb reasons why so-and-so is going to win this event or this event. We'll talk it all out tomorrow. Join us live at 10 a.m. Eastern with the Drop podcast. Probably some worst of the week nominees. Rapid fire for sure. So that's Friday. Then on Saturday, we have our NBA All-Star Saturday night watch party. Guys, we are going live around 5 p.m. Eastern. I definitely saw on Twitter the other day a bunch of Twitter accounts, NBA accounts, I should say, saying, do people know that the All-Star game and this stuff is starting early on the weekend? I thought you guys were sickos. I thought these accounts were sickos. We've been saying this for literally weeks and months here on No Dunks. If you're a No Dunks fan, you know, because we've been saying it. This stuff is starting earlier. They have Olympic coverage to get to after. So yeah, 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll do the same for the actual All-Star game mini tournament, whatever the hell we call it. Also starting at 5. We start when Brandy starts singing. Wait, no, Sarah McLachlan will go first.
Sarah McLachlan will go first.
Yeah, with the Canadian national anthem.
You think they should sing the national anthem of every nation that has a representative? Like Slovenian national anthem, Serbian national anthem.
Or just play the shortened versions that they play in the Olympics. Like,
Sure.
with no
Just the
words.
tune.
Yeah, just the tunes. They could do that. Do you think we could get Brandy on the show like the time we had Monica on the show?
I mean, we probably could, but she's. Oh no, Brandy's fine. Monica's banned forever.
Yeah.
Monica's band.
Yeah.
Monica was supposed to come on the starters once upon a time. Why? I don't know.
It was a date night or some sort of Valentine thing. Not Valentine, but it's like a singles night down at the Fortress.
Oh, it was Atlanta base.
Yeah.
Was she supposed to come in studio?
No. She couldn't even make it in the studio. It was like she was already at where she was supposed to be, but it was.
She bailed pretty last minute I don't know how last minute it was.
Well, they kept telling you she's going to be here. She's going to be here. And then we kept pushing block to block to block. It was a half-hour show. And then now she's dead to me.
Yeah. Monica. and man, I loved Monica. I probably liked Monica more than Brandy. Of the two. I like both of them, but I was team Monica, but you're right. Ever since then, she's dead to us. So Brandy, come on, No Dunks.
Yeah, please do. I think she may be LA. She might actually be in LA. I think so. Rep. I did think of another good Ludacris song.
Yeah.
Moneymaker. Remember that with Pharrell? Boom, 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 boom,
Oh yeah.
Shake your money, make it like some money.
Oh yeah.
That was my ringtone for a while.
Oh cool.
Yeah. When Laura and I started dating.
When you were making a bunch of money.
I was trying to work my way up to make a bunch
That's right.
of money.
You were grinding.
I was grinding.
Oh, that's a different
back
song.
in the day.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow, guys, for the Drop Podcast. Till then, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
That's who I want singing a national anthem.
Oh, they gotta get
They're in
him.
LA.
They
Look
gotta
at Clipper
get him.
Bro, man.
Wow.
Holy, let him introduce the players or something.
I'm a charismatic guy.
Yeah, everyone would love that.
3-point contest brought to you by Pop Off, like the cheapest vodka there is.
Thanks for joining us, and remember, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You can't call it tanking if a player has surgery to end the season. I don't think you can call it tanking anymore.
Brace the day, people.